Hey guys, this is Senile again, bringing you another bit of gameplay from Assassin's Creed Revelations multiplayer on... This is a deathmatch in Castel Gandolfo, and admittedly I'm not playing massively experienced players on this. I think there's only one prestige player in this apart from me. But anyway, I play the cards I'm dealt. As you would have seen in my previous video, there was pretty much a lobby filled with prestiges, but I play any match that I get into. But anyway, at the beginning of this game, I get my smoke bomb off because I think that this person is definitely suspicious of my activity, me like hanging around in the blend group in a very weird fashion. So I thought, just like my previous video, I'll get the first blood and get on with my life. So now I'm just walking around looking for my target, don't know where he is, and then I see him underneath me and I'm waiting for the aerial, but he's not coming near, so I'm just gonna go down, try and be as not obvious as possible, and give him a stab in the back. But anyway, I thought I'd give some sort of tip related information in this video, just to kind of flesh out the way I sort of play, I guess. And there's sort of three things I like to think about in terms of how I sort of try and improve my game and how anyone could improve their game if they kind of think about these things. And one of them, particularly against experienced players, not necessarily a lot of the people in this lobby, but against people who definitely know what they're doing and will punch you the fuck out if you do anything stupid. I always try to imagine what it must be like for your target in that position. Like, when you're approaching him, I always think about, if I was him, would I be able to stun me? And if I think, yeah, I'd be stunning the hell out of me if that was, if I was trying to kill me in that situation, if that makes sense. So, and if I think, well, I would definitely be stunning me in that situation, I kind of think, well, I should refine what I'm doing here. I should try and be a little stealthier than the way I'm being right now. If I'm walking in a narrow alleyway and there's only me there and my target walking down the road straight at me, I'd think, well, I'd be throwing a smoke bomb at that. I'd be trying to stun that. So I'd think, well, should I throw a smoke bomb? Should I try and get an acrobatic or something like that? I wouldn't just walk up to them, so I don't expect not to have my jaw flying across the map in that position. But anyway, I've always found that particularly useful to try and think of to try and empathise with your target before you kill them. But another thing I like to always incorporate into my sort of philosophy, I guess, of this game, and that is to pretty much learn from getting your ass handed to you. I think that is the best way of learning. I'd like to think I'm pretty experienced now, and mainly it's all from having my ass handed to me in Brotherhood to begin with. When I was new to this game, people would be throwing me around, stabbing me, kicking me, stunning me, throwing potatoes at me, everything. And I'd be like, why are these guys getting away with throwing potatoes at me? It's ridiculous, and it's just rude. But I digress. Most of my skill and sort of proficiency in this game has came from getting my ass kicked, and I think that is genuinely the best way to learn. Like, it's all well and good to have sort of verbal tips and everything, like tricks that you can find out about how to kill and stun in certain situations and stuff, but the best way is to have everything done to you, if that makes sense. Everything I do in my overall game is because it's been done to me before, and I thought, you bastard, that's it. Next time, the next person who comes over to me is getting done like that, and that's kind of how I've learned. I'll tell you a little story of how I became the monster I am today, and that involves my very first scenario of being stunned by someone, and that was in AC Brotherhood, like over like a year and a half ago now. And at this point I didn't really understand the mechanics of this game, to be honest. I didn't know how stunning worked, because In Brotherhood, they don't even really tell you how to do it. They just say press B to stun, and that's certainly not the case. If you press B to stun somebody who's trying to kill you, then you're falling the fuck down with blood pouring out of your face. They didn't really tutorialize stunning at all, which I thought was good in a way, because it allowed you to learn for yourself. But anyway, when I discovered this, I went after a smuggler, and the smuggler threw a smoke bomb, and then at this point I expected him to just run away. And I was like, ah, oh, damn. He blocked me off. But then he turned around and punched me, and like, as I watched my nose fly over the horizon, I thought,
heartbeat means he's nearby.
wow, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could just punch me in the face. Oh, that was disgusting. So yeah, as soon as that happened, I thought, that is it. I'm fed up of this. I am fed up of this. I am going to punch face every time anyone thinks they can come towards me, and that's what turned me into the kind of pretty vigilant player that I am. I actively hunt pursuers now because I'll never forget that feeling of shock when that smuggler punched me in the face, and now I use it as a technique that I use to maximize my game all the time. And yeah, I should probably clarify that I probably should have stunned that Vizier first, but how I stunned him afterwards I have no clue. He just didn't kill me. But anyway, after I was stunned for the first time ever, I was like, that's really cool. If I can learn how to identify pursuers on a consistent basis, I can get loads of these things, and that's kind of how it has worked. So I think a really good way of improving at this game is just, you don't even really need to know anything beforehand. Just get into the game and get your ass kicked, because there's actually no better learning experience than having somebody who's better than you kick the shit out of you, for want of a better term, because everything I've learned through that. But anyway, I'll go on to another thing. Another way of, I think, of outsmarting players, particularly experienced ones, is to kind of act like you don't know what you're doing yourself. In this situation, I was looking away from the trickster deliberately, because I didn't want her to know that I knew she was there. So I waited until she got close enough to me. She obviously wanted to get a sneaky incognito while I was looking away. Then I turned around and I managed to smoke bomb her and stun her. And I think this can work for stuns itself, like, as well, against people who are particularly defensive. People like me who are likely to throw a smoke bomb if they see anything suspicious at a particular person. And a way of getting around people like that is to, again, to act like you don't know that they're there. Like, if I'll be in a situation where the person I'm trying to stun is walking straight at me and I'm walking straight at them, I'd consider that to be kind of not particularly ideal. What I want to do is create the illusion that I'm completely oblivious to everything. When I see that my pursuer is coming, I would deliberately derp around and like walk in random directions and never look directly at them with my character. I'd always be like, oh, there's a pretty butterfly over there. Ooh, I'm gonna go over here now. Oh, look at the marvelous view. Punch in the face. Sit the fuck down. That is the kind of thing I like to do. I like to make like I have no clue, because sometimes it can work on the most experienced of players. They'll be like, ah, I'll go and quickly get my cheeky silent kill, cheeky incognito on him, and next thing you know, once again, their jaw flies across the map. Purely because I've made it not particularly obvious that I have a clue. But if you're too active about the way you try and get a stun, i.e. you run straight at them trying to get the stun, or you walk straight at them in a kind of ominous fashion, then a lot of the time you're going to get offensive smoke bombed. It happens. People don't like offensive smoke bombs, but it's a completely legitimate strategy that is never going to go away. People will do it because people don't like getting stunned. I didn't like getting stunned by that smuggler, but I learned a hell of a lot from it. But anyway, I just thought I'd give some sort of tip,
30 seconds
because there are plenty of ways of learning how to play this game effectively, and a lot of it involves just simply being defeated if you think about why you were defeated in every situation, then you will always inevitably get better. So yeah, I thought rather than commentating on this game specifically, I would just give you a bit of insight into my mindset behind the game. But anyway, leave a comment, like, or anything if you like the video or got anything from it in a way. Like, you're welcome to give your opinions in the comments and stuff. And thank you for my most recent subscribers. I've got another 4 people have subscribed to my channel today, and I'll be hoping to keep up the good work for you guys. So thank you very much, and see you next time. I'll be hoping to bring you a live commentary of some sort of team game next time, so stick around for that.